Hi everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm really excited to post this video. So we're currently going into day 5, I think. So welcome. It's been an amazing journey to read a lot of your posts. Some of my favorite posts have been from everyone, but especially the ones where people are observing themselves and going, wow, isn't that interesting that I'm up here and then I go down here, without judgment. And just that observation to me is oh so exciting. When we can step outside of ourselves and observe, that is where our power lies. When we become caught up in the energy momentum, which I do all the time, that's where we lose the power. Nothing wrong with that. But this is all 40 days is just about consciousness. So in this video, I want to take you through 2 really simple exercises to break momentum. So we've talked about a bunch: taking a nap, going to sleep, meditating, we did the I am, we did belly breathing, talked about dance, walking in nature, yoga. One that we haven't talked about is what's called the 17-second rule. The 17-second rule is basically this. Remember we talked about thought 1 becomes thought 2, becomes thought 3, becomes thought 4? By the time we hit 4 thoughts, we've got a lot of momentum going. So for example, we could have a first thought of, oh my God, there's a mole. Second thought of, oh no, what does that mole mean? Third thought, all very quickly. Third thought, oh, Mama G died of skin cancer. Thought 4, where's my will? And do you see how quickly that happened? When we think one thought for 17 seconds, another thought actually joins it. In Course in Miracles, they remind us that there are no neutral thoughts. So even this thought about this ring has an energy to it. The thought about my phone, the thought about the lamp, the thought about a picture, the thought about the blinds, all those thoughts have energy to them. They're no neutral thoughts. So one thought brings in another, brings in another, brings in another. And for the last 4 or 5 days, hopefully you've been able to observe this little bit, then this little bit, then this little bit, right? This is all about bringing your momentum upwards. So this one is a 17-second rule. How it works, as soon as you think a thought for as little as 17 seconds, another thought joins it. And then another and another. So by 4 thoughts, which is 68 seconds, you've got the most powerful thing called momentum happening. Pretty simple. So basically, if you're in an upward moving momentum, and then you start to notice you're going downwards, the first time you notice it, it doesn't need to be right away, but the first time you notice it, just say to yourself out loud, okay, I have 17 seconds to shift this. Then what you do is you start counting out loud from 17 to 0, like this. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, and you keep going down till 0. Most of the times, by the time you hit 11 or 10, there will be another thought that comes in that will help you to go upwards. So for example, when I hit about 15, I lifted my eyes, as you may have seen, and I saw this beautiful moon, not full, but pretty darn close right outside the window. And it's fall, so we've got a blue sky, we've got the gorgeous moon right in front of me. Pretty cool, eh? So after 2 seconds of just counting from 17 down, the moon caught my eye and I thought, wow, isn't that beautiful? I'm so blessed to be alive on this planet called Earth. The moon is constantly shining on me and being there with me, even if I cannot see it during the day. It is there, it's my protector, my thoughts, whatever. But you can see how I'm going upwards. And what I had to do was count from 17 down. Now, a couple things. If you get from 17 to 0 and you're still spiraling, start again at 17, go to 0 again. Even if it takes you 20 minutes, an hour, 3,000 repeats of 17, at a certain point, you'll stop and then go upwards. So that's one technique I want to teach you. Second technique is actually using your diaphragm. So the diaphragm sits right here, right under your rib cage. And the diaphragmatic movement is the only thing that will actually, in science, been studied to actually stop the sympathetic nervous system fight or flight. What does that mean? Once we got fight or flight going and we got the adrenaline rushing, the cortisol pumping, our heart rate goes up, our blood pressure goes up, because we think thoughts that create fearful feelings in our body. And as soon as that happens, our fight or flight goes up. Got anxiety, states of stress. The only thing that will shift that is conscious awareness of the diaphragm moving through our breathing. And then that stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system that does the offshoot of the fight or flight. It's the only thing that works. So let's try it right now. Close your eyes. Exhale completely. And inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Add some pauses. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Keep going at your own rate now. Without my voice, just try to do this on your own. Let my voice get quieter and we'll talk again in a second. So just listen to your breathing. Focus on your breathing. Think of where the diaphragm might be right below your rib cage. And just breathe, adding those pauses, making the exhale longer. Do it a few more times. Let your belly hang out. Good. Good. I was doing that with you. I find personally when I do it, my shoulders soften. My thoughts get a chance to quiet. And it's almost like focusing on the diaphragm helps to relax and chill things. So it's like there's a pause that occurs. Almost a pause of the thoughts. Of course, it takes practice. And of course, it takes doing it. The nice thing about that simple awareness of your breathing, pausing, exhaling longer, is you can do it when everything's loud and chattery around you. And if you continue to practice it with the diaphragm, I personally find with that diaphragm being stiller and longer, I can actually find that I can actually turn down the volume of the thoughts. So what I want you to do is try that a few times. Maybe when it's busy or noisy or when you're cooking dinner or something, and just see what happens. Amazing, guys. Keep going. You're doing fantastic. Keep your shares going. Deep love. I'll share more good stuff in other videos, but have a great day. Ciao.